Hey ladies, what's going on? It's me and I am back, and I'm so sorry y'all that I have not been posting videos. It's been very busy since we've transitioned and we moved, and as you know, with our company I Am That LLC, our bottle of water is here and it's going to be in grocery stores all over. So I'm super excited about that. I'm actually at work right now and Symphony's in her playpen sleeping right now. And so let me just give you a quick update. I'm not going to go too much into detail. So what's going on with me? I've been really trying to just maintain a good, healthy diet, just a clarity with my mind, being positive, because that's exactly what the new company, the water company, that's exactly what we do. Speak, drink, think positive. And I'm sure you ladies saw that. So let me just give you the 411. I'm still in court, but everything has turned to the good. So far, my husband has not been able to see our daughter, and I think it's been like 8-9 weeks. Something had happened, but I'm not even going to go into detail. I'm still praying for him. I still love him. Come tomorrow will be our 1-year anniversary that we've been separated for a whole year. So I'm still praying on our marriage. I'm still praying for his health and for just God to just cover everything with love. Also, too, what else is going on? Okay, so Symphony started walking. She started walking like a couple of days, like right before her birthday and a couple of days after. So right now she's really like, look at me, mommy. I got legs and I can move. Right now she's sleeping right now. And so I've been using cloth diapers on her because my other stash ran low, and I realized instead of me, buying some diapers, I might as well just use the cloth diapers. So that's been going okay. I'm trying to get adjusted to it. I find that they leak a little bit more than the disposable ones, but they're still doing great. What else is going on? What else? Okay, so I haven't been on 40 weeks to go like I normally do, but I want to say congratulations to all of the ladies that have went full term. Congratulations, Melody. When I saw her holding her baby girl in her arms, I was like, oh my gosh, I think she had a girl, right? I was just like, oh my goodness. And so, congratulations to you. Congratulations to a lot of you ladies. I saw a beautiful baby boy yesterday, the day before yesterday. So I'm like, oh my gosh, everybody's going full term. And then my god sister, she called me and she's pregnant. I had a dream about her being pregnant. I had a dream about her baby shower and the cupcakes. So congratulations to you. I'm going to let her announce it. And so she was just like, Mona, when are you going to do some videos? When are you going to do some videos on TTC and all of this other stuff? And I'm like, okay, I'll try to do some videos. And she's like, make them long. And so I wanted to just say and talk to some of you ladies that if you've dealt with losses or if you just previously had a loss, to keep your head up. I know it hurts. Trust and believe me, because Mona been through it 3 times. And if you saw my story, saw my journey, and it's crazy how everything twisted around, I totally understand. So it's so amazing to me to actually have a group of girls, a group of women and mothers that basically had their babies going to be with the Lord, and then see them and them being, them trying. Because I remember looking at some of the ladies on the Aber Loopers and the 40 Weeks to Go group, and I remember seeing that, and I remember feeling at one point in time, everybody was getting pregnant before I was getting pregnant. And I was like, Lord, is this not in your will? Then when I got pregnant, I remember seeing other women that were not pregnant but had been trying longer than I had after I got the tag. And I kind of felt bad for them because everybody else was getting pregnant and going along on their journey. And my god sister, I had been talking to her and just giving her encouragement and telling her, look, your time is going to come. Trust me, all of us been through it before when we felt like it's not going to happen for us, but then it did happen for us. And then when you get to a place when after you hit that 24 mark, that 32 mark, and it's time for you to deliver this baby via C-section or vaginal, it's your time. That baby's right there. I mean, I've seen so, I still to this day have women reaching out to me, and I have to apologize to some of you ladies because you've been emailing me on 40weekstogo@gmail.com, and I've been so busy that I haven't been going through my emails like I normally do. And I know some of you had sent some emails because you just recently suffered a loss. And I remember at one time there was this lady, I forgot her name, but out of everybody on YouTube, she opened up and talked about incompetent cervix and how she lost, I think it was like 3 or 4 boys. And I said, she understands. And I remember reaching out to her and I didn't get a response. And I felt like she didn't respond to me. Nobody's going to, I was just trying to call around. So I just want to say I do apologize for not responding in a timely manner. And so I will put a link at the bottom, too, of the groups that they have out here for support. 40 Weeks to Go, the Elope group, the Incompetent Cervix Survivor group, Alba Loopers group. And these are just certain tools that you can utilize just to help you along your way, especially if you just suffered a loss and you need that environment, other women that understand exactly what you're feeling. You need that positivity and that push, because it meant a lot to me, especially dealing with the things that I was dealing with and in my journey. So where am I at right now? Right now, I am pushing I Am That water. And this is actually, hold on, let me make sure. Come on, girl, get in here. That's Faith. Come on, Faith. Come on, girl. Faith like I don't want to come in here. Okay, never mind. Yes, Faith is still rolling with me. And that's another thing too. Since we left, I got the whole crew. The only one I don't have is Gamera, and y'all saw what happened with that. So, I Am That. Where did that come from? At a point, remember when we were talking about before how we need to speak, think. We just need to be positive and speak things into existence over our life. I think because of the things that I went through with the transition with my husband, the court, and all of that, God was telling me to condition my mind. And at the same time, He had been talking to my cousin, which is my partner, for her to condition her mind too. Then I started looking up all of these things about frequencies and vibrations and everything, and started really going into tune. And the dream that I was telling y'all about, the whole water deal, I had no idea I would be really dealing with water. So we're super excited about it, that this is going to be in grocery stores, on shelves, and it's going to have the word like I am that brave, I'm that positive, I'm that bold, I'm that wealthy, I'm that healthy, I am that pregnant. Even Marissa was like, you should put that on there. So we have over 41 positive words. Drink, speak, think positive. So if you ladies see us on YouTube or Google, put something on there what you are. I am that bold, I'm that brave, I'm that fearless, I'm that power. Speak nothing but goodness and greatness over your life, really. And the cool thing about it is if we talked about Dr. Emoto and what he did to water, and how basically our thoughts and what we project on water, it reacts. So water actually has memory. And it makes sense because we're over 70% of water. And for those of you who read your Bible, you know how they say you have what you say you have. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. So it's absolutely real. So our environment, we need to take that and project it on ourselves. And sometimes we need it, not sometimes, all the time, we need good positive thoughts and things being reflected upon our life. So that's one thing that's going on with the water. So let's talk back into this TTC thing, okay? So, I know y'all like, Mona, what's this? First of all, this is one of my old pregnancy tests. And it got 2 lines on this, probably all nice and corroded or whatever, like, I don't know. But this is back in 2013. So I'm thinking I was pregnant with Melody when I was pregnant with my first baby girl, Melody. And she went on to be with the Lord. She passed away when I was 20 weeks because of an incompetent cervix. But, okay, when you're going to try to figure out your ovulation, your fertile days, okay, I say this to everyone. What you want to do is you want to get yourself an OPK, which is an ovulation predictor kit, or a test or whatever. And what you want to do is you may have an app too. You want to test those 2 days, those 2 things, to see whether or not on which days you ovulate. Because some apps may say you ovulate on the 3 or the 7 days, but you may not even ovulate until like another 3 weeks. Some people actually ovulate like right after AF comes. AF stands for ant flow, which is your period. Okay, and that's another thing too, y'all. I have not had AF since I had Symphony, which is a good thing, but I kind of feel like I need my hormones back in order. I'm still breastfeeding Symphony. She is big too, and she grabs the boob like it's a bottle. And I need to ask some of you ladies some questions, TMI, but y'all know a lot of the 40 weeks to go is always TMI. When am I supposed to get AF? And also, too, am I the only one? I don't know if y'all know this, but my right boob is bigger than my left boob because she's always on here. So I've been trying to rotate it to the left boob. But anyway, so that's a whole nother stuff. I got a lot of stuff to talk about, y'all, but I have to get back to work. So let me make this video 20 more minutes long because I said that I was going to go ahead and talk about the whole TTC. And so if you are trying, one of the first things that I tell everybody is to take folic acid. There are certain places across the globe, in the world, that are saying that if you are sexually active, you need to take folic acid because they found a lot of neonatal deaths, like or like the baby didn't have a heartbeat and certain things like that. And so folic acid actually helps with the reproductive and also with your heart as well. So it's a very great supplement, a vitamin to take. So make sure you are popping folic acid. And I'm not just talking about the folic acids that's inside of the prenatal pills, because some people say, well, I already got it in the pills. I ain't say that. I said take it by itself. And then, of course, take that too. And, of course, you want to consult with your doctor. But I do notice that a lot of women that are taking, that are trying to conceive, their doctor gives them a very high dose of folic acids. Also, what else? Okay, I'm trying to hurry this up. Okay, so once you get your BFP, which is BFP, standing for Big Fat Positive, in your face, no doubt, what do? First of all, you take a deep breath, and congratulations, you're pregnant. So what is about to be coming and what's going to be happening with your body? I know for me, it was the smells. Everything was like, that stink. Like I could smell everything up close. And I remember that. This was around, I remember we were grocery shopping for Thanksgiving, and I was symptom spotting too. I was like, could this be it? Could it? And that was a big sign to me. I know with all of my pregnancies, the peeing started. Like I had to urinate like crazy. I'm peeing because you're retaining a lot of fluid. Baby is growing. Also too, what you're going to want to prepare for is get you some prune juice. Start stocking up on that because I had a lot of constipation. Remember, y'all was like, Mona, and I was like, ladies. So like if she's gonna start stacking up on those prune juices and stuff, I wouldn't really take all of them soft things that the doctor tries to prescribe. Try to go on a natural tip or whatever like that. Don't be on your feet as much. Take it easy. Especially if you're high risk. Especially if you're high risk. Especially if you're high risk, don't be on your feet as much. Follow the doctor orders. 16 weeks if you're going to go on a Makita shot, the P17 injections. Start doing your research right now to get that insurance ready so you can start taking them butt shots. You know how that do every single week. I remember that. I'm going to tell Symphony, your mama and your daddy went through some things for you so you can get here. And so what else? I'm trying to remember. Your boobs are going to feel sore. You may have, you may start having a little bit of milk come out, or some colostrum may start to come out, which I think is, that's just letting you know that it's ready to go. You may break out. You may be in mood swings. You may just want to cry. You are going to feel, to me, and this is me personally speaking. Remember, I'm not a doctor, but I've been through this time enough to know, like 4 times, in like 2 years. But I felt a lot of cramping down there, like in the first 3-4 weeks, in my first trimester, I felt a lot of cramping. And I felt a lot of cramping, especially on my right side. I just felt like my ovaries where they were cramping, so I felt like maybe that's where the egg came from. And then of course, I had with Symphony, I was spotting so much that I think I passed a clot, and I was like, oh my gosh. But when they went ahead to do my sonogram, she was in there like, hey. And I'm going to tell you, like right now, like when you're pregnant and you're just so excited for that day to come, whether it be your due date in May or April of next year, 2016 babies, to you it may seem like it's going slow. But to me, I felt like after 24, they were rolling. It was like 24, 26, 28, 32. I mean, they were just rolling. And now I look at it and I'm like, Symphony, not only is she has 4 teeth now. I'm waiting for her to get up so I can show y'all. But she has all of this, like she's just running the show. And she looks at me like, Mama, look at me. I got legs and I can walk. Look what I'm doing. And she be going for it. I'm like, slow down, Cynthia, slow down. And so I realized, I'm like, Dad, last year you were like a newborn. And then like a couple of months before then, you were like the size of, not even the size of Mommy's fingernail. And you're just running the show now. You're telling me what you don't want to do. You're looking at your shows. And she just has just personality. And I'm just like, oh, you're beautiful. And I thank God and I praise God. Out of everything I've been through, y'all, I thank God for my daughter. And I can't be that mad at my husband. I can't. Because she looks just like him. She looks just like him. Got her daddy head and forehead and all that good stuff. So I'm still praying about that. But it's amazing where God would take you at. Because one book can close, one chapter can close, but the next chapter can be totally different. Yeah, so if you're planning for your pregnancy, make sure you take those folic acids and speak to your doctor too. You know your limit in certain things. If you are pregnant right now, congratulations. I'm going to tell you, when my god sister told me she was pregnant, I was crying. I was like, oh, like I was just like, yes. You know how it is. It's so fly. It's so cool when when somebody on your team, now they going to have a big belly. Now it's going to be their baby showers. I think that a lot of women that deal with losses, they go through things psychologically and emotionally. Like me and my god sister, we were talking about this, how it kind of felt like we had what is it, PTSD, what is it? What is it called when you feel like when you went to war and all of a sudden you have these flashbacks of the loss and everything you went through. Then after that, everybody asking you to throw them a baby shower or do this and do that, and everybody got these bellies and you feeling this type of way and this and the third. But when your time comes, when it's your turn, oh my gosh, nobody can take it away. So if you are at a point right now when you just suffered a loss and you don't know who to turn to, you don't know what to say, how to feel about it, just believe me when I tell you this. Stay the course, because this too shall pass. Yes, you will cry. Yes, you will be upset. Yes, you will feel it's all of these emotions that are going to come into play, but God is going to make you greater than what you are. And your testimony will help the next mother. And yes, I used to say then, we are all mothers. So if you got a BFP, whether it was for 2 minutes, 2 seconds, 1 day, 5 months, or whatever it is, we are all mothers. And when you get to the point when you become a full-time mom, and what I mean by that is that baby is here to stay, then, it's awesome. I wouldn't change it for the world. Do I want more children? Yes, I do. I want a lot of children. I do. I'm still young. As a matter of fact, back in the day, I used to be like, I ain't saying my age. A woman never tells her age. But shoot, how old am I? I'll be 34 in a couple of days. And my husband, he'll be 38 in like a week after that. So, yeah. And as a matter of fact, it's so crazy because Melody, she was born, Melody, when I found out I was pregnant with her, I found out I was pregnant with her on Mother's Day, and she was actually born too soon because of my incompetent cervix, September the 6th. So that's 3 days after my birthday, and then 4 days before her dad's birthday. So, it's a lot going on in September, but I just remember that place where I was at when Melody and Harmony was born. It seemed so close but so far away. I remember being depressed, not knowing what to do, bags under my eyes. Everything. And now I'm in a place where, I have my baby girl and I'm still starting from ground zero. God pushed me out of the house that I was in to pursue something totally different that I had no idea. And it's because of my experience. It's because of you ladies that have sown into my life and gave me the push and listen. And it's a lot of you ladies like Mac Mama, or I'm going to be saying there, Mama Mac 5. You know who you are. Like, I remember when there was like maybe 2-3 of y'all that was looking at my YouTubes, and you were still giving me the encouragement. And so, I just want to thank you ladies for that. Far as me, I am still doing, and it's still a little whatever, and I can't wait to let you ladies know what's been going on this end. But I just wanted to speak to you ladies about the whole pregnancy field. So what else? You can get leg cramps, constipation, oh yeah, what I dealt with too in the pregnancy, I had a lot of, it's going to be a lot of moisture down in the cookie areas, but that's because it's a lot of hormones that's going on. But when should you tell everybody you're pregnant? You can tell everybody now. You can tell everybody now, but I waited until, honestly, I didn't want to tell nobody. I only told y'all. Y'all only knew. A lot of people find out because they saw the belly. And so, yeah. So, what is going on with my life right now? So, because of this, plan to be traveling around the world, honey, on a private jet, putting these waters all over the place and letting people know you are what you say you are. I am that bold. I am that great. I am that healthy. And that's another thing, too. Y'all got to speak to y'all about that because I had to go on a major healthy regiment, diet, lifestyle change. Is just a part of it. But God is good, and I cannot complain at all. Miss Symphony is over there sleeping like I'm out, sleeping like a meat in the moon. She gets up. I remember, it's so strange when you see them grow, because it's like she used to roll over and be like, ah. Then she used to kind of sit up, and I'm like, girl, how you sit up that quick? And now she's just staying on her legs, like, come get me out of this. I'm ready to do some things. And so, yeah, so it's been something. But again, like, far as me and my husband, we still don't have any communication. I mean, y'all, it has really, everything has really flipped. So, just in the really quick about that, I am in court. I'm still in court about the whole custody situation and everything. And I'm praying that this too will pass, because it's time for us to move on. And it's time for us to be leaving the state and everything. God is moving us into a different direction. And so I pray for my husband that he would be able to get things together. And I've been really worried about him. So if you ladies could just lift him up in prayer, lift us up in prayer. Also, congratulations to all of you ladies, again, that got your BFPs. Again, I apologize to some of you ladies that I have not been checking my emails, and I do need to be on it. I'm going to have to start CCing some people. Remember the group 40 weeks ago, especially if you're trying to get information about the transabdominal cerclage, definitely look up Abaloopers. They were a huge help with my walk of trying to conceive and trying to be pregnant and all of that other stuff. But you know, the cool thing about it is that, especially, one thing I do know, when you're trying to conceive, you learn a lot about your body. You learn a lot about yourself that you never knew before. So that is one good thing. And so I'm going to start posting more videos. But I gotta head back to work again. Congratulations for the ladies that got their BFPs. And I know it's scary. It's like, I mean, every little bit, like when you pee, I think, oh, now this is another thing too. When I first got pregnant, when I would wipe, I would look all the time to make sure there's no blood. There's no blood. And one day when I saw it, I was like, ah! I was like, yikes. But don't freak out, because remember, you're still dealing with implantation bleeding. And I remember with Symphony, the doctor was like, some women, they bleed, but it don't come down. It just dries up or whatever before it gets there. And some women, they just go through that. So don't panic, and always, when in doubt, get it checked out. That's what one of the ladies would say on one of the groups. And so I never forgot that. But there's all types of things out here that will help you with your journey. So don't ever feel like you are alone, because a lot of women deal with the certain losses, and just not even if it's just a loss, the whole concept of trying to conceive, and they want to conceive. The biological clock is tap dancing. Or I've even known women like in their early 20s, it's just their desire. God gives you that desire. And there are tons of women out here that will peep game to you, give you knowledge, and assist you along the way. So until then, ladies, ta-ta for now. You are powerful. You are beautiful and wonderfully made. I am that. Make sure that when this hits the stores, it's going to be big. Also, I already know that when this thing really launched off, we're going to, a part of the giving back with certain places that need water. Definitely Mona's going to be down with the transabdominal cerclage to see what I can do to better help the TTC community out and give more awareness with that. So I do know now that this is actually the online stores coming out and eBay. So if you want to order some, and it's just for the promo one. So this is the promo order right here. Because I know some of y'all was like, where can I get that? You can actually order it online. Now we have the online stores. But this is actually, we want to put this in the grocery stores for you to have. Isn't that bottle pretty? Isn't it clear? It's clear. I mean, why would you? I said to myself, if I had to choose between a water bottle, I want something that's going to speak nothing but goodness into my life. Also, too, we actually played a 45 HZ tone to it, and and I don't know if you ever heard of it, but if you haven't, make sure you look it up. That tone is really good for DNA healing. And also there's a recording that goes around the bottles of water, like, I am that brave, I am that brave, I am that brave, in a nice voice, or I am that power, I am that power. So before you get your bottle of water, this thing has been taken care of, and so you deserve it. You really deserve it. So anyway, I pray that you ladies have a blessful day. Speak, drink, think positive, and just see yourself in it. If you're trying for a baby, start going out there and buying baby clothes. Hang it up and say, I will have a baby, I will have this. I mean, you are powerful than you ever believe you are. And so ta-ta for now.